All sorts of problems getting any resolutions through the UN because of Russian intransience. That's what begins their move away from the UN towards NATO, and it's with NATO, I think, that a solution to this problem will be found ultimately.
While weapons inspectors have been kept at bay for 5 days, some journalists have been given the government's viewpoint, taken to underground rooms where, they say, rebels stashed chemical weapons and gas masks, and to hospitals where government soldiers claim to be victims of rebel toxic attacks.
We were
in the Jobar district and trying to enter a rebel military hideout. Then we heard a blast, a small one, and then I smelt something strange that I could barely endure. Then my vision became blurry. It was difficult to breathe, and I began suffering from a headache.
But today, President Francois Hollande said a body of evidence showed that Syria was responsible for gassing its own people, and humanitarian doctors add weight that it was a devastating attack.
All the information that we have been collecting over the last 3 days from doctors we've been working with for the last 6 months points to a large-scale exposure of the civilian population in eastern and western Damascus to a neurotoxic agent.
UN negotiator Angela Kane, seen here with the Syrian foreign minister, may now be able to deploy her inspectors, but the major powers are already preempting any findings. And David Cameron and President Obama, seen here meeting in June, have been discussing their options in a phone conversation. After which Downing Street confirmed they reiterated that significant use of chemical weapons would merit a serious response from the international community, and both have tasked officials to examine all the options. Some feel that if these chemical attacks can be pinned on Assad, then all members of the Security Council may be persuaded to